So, hello everybody. Nisa and I are here today to talk about what we're going to be doing at the Radiant Enchantress Retreat and how it involves you and how it's going to affect you, our participants, our listeners to this broadcast. So, today we're going to be talking about our community. And community is so important for us humans, not just women, but all of us. It's really important to have your own communities of friends, co-workers, women, men, children, even anybody in your life that you are connected to. And Anissa was just telling me a story about how these four people, what they are 110 years old, and how they get together.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, why don't you share that?
Mm-hmm. Well, so it was just about the Okinawans, which a lot of people have heard about. They're the most centurions in the world, come from 4 areas in the world. One of them is Okinawa, Japan. And so one of the biggest reasons that they've done years and years and years of research that these people live so long, and I mean healthy, not with Alzheimer's, not with, hip replacements or in a wheelchair. Like, these people live on their own, literally up into 110, 115 years old. And one of the biggest reasons is they have a very, very strong sense and connection to community. Children that grew up together that are now 110 years old, they meet like since they were teenagers. Wow. Every week, 4 of them meet together and have lunch to
Wow.
have that connection and see how everybody's doing and talk and just have that connection.
That's awesome. So now sort of if we could relate it back to our community, and you were just saying a minute ago how a lot of our communication these days is it's all electronic, so either email or Facebook messaging or however you communicate with others. It's becoming less personal, right? So for example, Anissa and I mean, you live on the West Coast, I live on the East Coast. We see each other maybe once a year, if that. I forget. No, it's been over a year since we've seen one another, like in person.
It's been over a year this year, yeah.
Yeah. So, but we connect via Zoom and Facebook, and we do live talks so that we can see each other, and you feel connected when you do that, because you can see the person now. How are they and what they're doing and what's their facial expression. Are they happy? Are they not happy? If you don't have that imagery in front of you and you're just sending messages, you're not connecting. It's not community. And what we will be doing at the Radiant Enchantress Retreat is creating a whole new community. The community will be the circle of women that are there. They will become our community, and then part of the bigger community that Anissa and I are creating. It's like this magic potion that we're weaving into everything that connects us all, and will connect you, and you will have these connections for a lifetime afterwards. And Anissa and I were just talking about the ladies that came to the retreat that we did here in Vermont 2 years ago. That is a community that we still have. We're still we're connected with them, and we will be for the rest of our lives, because we spent 3 days of intense, not that it was intense, but it was in this loving, open, vulnerable community that creates lifelong friends. And so our participants and you, the people who are listening, will create lifelong friends in this group. Right, Anissa?
And yes, there was some intensity. I'm not going to lie, for sure. I think a lot of it was made up in my own head and my own fears, but there was some definite intensity. And yeah, we did some work. And in Costa Rica, you bet. Well, we're going to do some work. However, that being said, it was the most wonderful 3 days that I've ever had. And it was some of the most I mean, I've never, it's been very few times in my life that I went and done an event where I felt that built up. And I mean, on an individual level, like not because I did something with my husband or not because I did something with my business. It was just me. And yet I felt so completely supported. Um, and just, gosh, just surrounded by women who just really wanted to be there for me. So, and so much fun. Oh my gosh. I mean, we were up later than we probably should have been around the campfire, and just, it was just, I don't know. It was just so great. So great. I was definitely tired when we all got done, but that might've been because I had to fly back and forth from the East to West Coast. But you know, for you, coming to the event, we have so many amazing, relaxing, beautiful things planned that I want to share it all with you, because some of it want to be a surprise. But you know, from excursions to the beach to the beautiful, amazing retreat center that we're going to be at, and the wonderful organic foods that we're going to be eating to nourish not just your soul but your body, you will absolutely come away from this. You got to come away from this recharged. I can't imagine anyone would feel anything other than blissful at the end of these few days. And that's, you know, Jane and I, that's what we want for each of you. Now, it might be different things that get you there than someone else. You know, everybody has their own experience, but that's the beautiful part of this. And then being in that circle of women that have had all those different experiences doing the same things together is what creates such a support, I guess, if you will, and beautiful circle of unique individuals.
Yep, absolutely. No, it's definitely right. This is going to create a whole new community, and it's going to be absolutely gorgeous, and it's going to be radiant as well.
Yes.
So anyway, so that's it for today. And if you have any questions, please personal message either Anissa or I, or you can go to www.tropicalradiance.com and check out our webpage and see what's included and what's not, and why you need to be there.
And we are so excited to spend a week with you all there in Costa Rica.